Hi, I'd invite you to take a seat and sit comfortably. And once you're ready, you can close your eyes or soften the gaze, whatever feels best to you. And I'd invite you to bring your focus to your neck and shoulder area. Just bring your attention there. And see how the area feels. See how your neck feels. How the muscles feel. Try and take note of the position that your neck is in, or the position of your head in extension of your neck. And where are your shoulders? Do you feel like one shoulder is higher than the other? Do you feel like your head is tilted or rotated to one side? Do you feel like it's balanced on top of your torso, or is it shifted forward or backward? Do you feel quite symmetric in that area, or is there a big difference between the sides? Without trying to change it or adjust, just noticing that. Okay, and letting that go again. Now I'd like you to imagine hands, two hands. And if you want, they can just be hands. But if you want, you can imagine that those are the hands of somebody that you care about and that cares about you. If you want that, just make sure that you feel truly safe with this person. And if you're in doubt, see if you can find another person. Or just have it be hands. Hands that carry the quality of care and warmth and nurture. And then imagine those hands just slowly, slowly, slowly lowering down onto your shoulders, one hand on each side, touching your shoulders very, very gently at first. Almost no pressure. They're just touching your skin or your body through the clothes that you're wearing. Just imagine that. How does that make you feel? And take note of any changes that happen inside of your body as well. How are your muscles reacting? The muscles underneath the hands. And the hands are starting to apply a bit of pressure down and backwards onto your shoulders. Just a little bit, very gently still. And what do you notice now? How do your muscles react? How do your shoulders react? Are there any subtle changes in the neck area, in your head positioning? Are there any changes in your emotions, in your thoughts? Are there any sensations showing up anywhere else in your body? And then imagine the hands pressing down onto your shoulders a little bit more, firm pressure. Without pulling you down, but just so that you can feel the pressure clearly. And how does that feel? If ever it feels too much, like it's too much pressure, too much input, just feel free to ignore what I'm saying and imagine less pressure, or even imagine the hand lifting off if that's what you prefer. And then I'll give you a moment to choose the intensity that you'd like. So take a moment to feel the pressure of the hand that you'd like to experience. Would you like just a light touch? A little bit of pressure? Or a more firm touch? And just experience that. And as you do, try and feel whether your body might want to move in a certain way. If it does, just allow that to happen. If it doesn't, that's fully fine. Just continue feeling. Okay, and letting that go. And just slowly, 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 whatever pressure you're at, imagine it getting less and less. The pressure gets lighter and lighter until the hand is floating off ever so slowly, floating off. It's still very, very close to you. Very, very close, but not touching you anymore. And it's going further and further away, very, very, very slowly. Imagine it going further and further away, and see how long you can still feel it. At what point are you starting to lose the feeling of it? How far away can it be so you still feel it? And then letting the hands go. Letting them go for now. How is your neck area and your shoulders? How are they feeling right now? If you are comparing to how it felt at the beginning, if you're comparing your head position, if you're comparing how symmetric or asymmetric this area feels, if you're comparing the tone of your muscles, position of your shoulders, or anything else that you had previously noticed, how does it feel now? And what emotions are there now that the hands have lifted off and have gone away? What thoughts are coming up around that? And letting that go. And if you feel like it, I'd invite you to imagine a blanket wrapped around you, so laying on your neck and on your shoulders. A cozy blanket. If you're very warm, it might be a very light cloth. If you're cold, it might be a very heavy blanket, a very warm one. Maybe even a heating blanket. If you feel like you'd like some extra care, maybe it's kind of a heavy blanket, And if you're feeling quite nourished already, maybe it's a lighter one that just feels really good on your skin. Whatever blanket you need. And if you feel like it, you can even take it with you after the practice is over. And before we end, I'd invite you to become aware of all the parts of your body that are touching the surface that you are sitting on. Maybe your feet are touching the ground. So I'd like you to become aware of that. And then, as if to wake yourself up, take a few deep, deep, deep breaths. And with each breath, bring yourself back a little bit more. Just a few more times, waking yourself up with your breath. And then, if you're ready, blinking open the eyes and looking around you. And just bringing yourself fully back. Okay, this is the end of the practice. Goodbye.